So this video is going to go over the puppy heartbeats assignment. Um, it's set up pretty similar to previous assignments that you guys have been working on, but I want to remind you that this one is graded. So make sure that you get it done, ask questions if you need help. The scenario is this: an experiment was designed to investigate the effect of caffeine on the heartbeat of puppies. Litter A was given caffeine and litter B was not. The heartbeat of all of the puppies were measured for every hour for a total of 5 hours. So the first three questions are just asking you what are the different variables, what are the controls within the experiment, same as previous assignments. When you go to slide number 2, it gives you the official data. It lets you know that BPM stands for beats per minute, and that's referring to the average heartbeat of the puppies in each litter. So, should this data be graphed with a scatter plot or a bar graph, and explain why you think so? My hint to you on this one is that they only give you like hours 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but think about, could I have data points between 1 and 2 hours? Could I have possible data points between 3 and 4 hours? If so, then I need to use a scatter plot. If you go to slide number 3, this is where you will make your graph. My couple of hints here is that when you graph the data, you will need to color code litter A versus litter B. Okay, so I guess the answer then is that you are using a scatter plot. So you're using a scatter plot. Each of the dots that you put on your graph, litter A needs to all be one color, litter B needs to be all the same color. Okay, so that way you can distinguish which one is litter A and which one is litter B. The other thing that I want to point out to you on a graph, when you see this little zigzag part right here, that means that you can cut out a big chunk of the y-axis that has no data points. So take a look. Litter A and litter B, the heartbeats start at around like 97, like 95, right? And then they end in the 100, almost to 120. Well, that would tell us that on a graph, there's no data points between 0 and 95. That's a lot of graph that we just, like, it's empty. There's empty space there. So we don't actually need to include it. That's what this little zigzag is. So when you start your y-axis here, you can start it now at 95. Okay. You don't have to go from 0 and then you skip and then start at 95 and then find a scale that will match the rest of the graph. Okay. On slide 4, you're writing claim, evidence, and reasoning, and you're answering the question, does caffeine affect the heart rate of puppies? So again, your claim is an answer to that question. Evidence, use patterns from the graph, use specific data points such as what were the highest heartbeats from each litter. And then your reasoning, you might have to do a Google search. How does caffeine affect the heart rate of puppies? And just do the best that you can with this one. If you have questions, email me, ask the sub, ask each other. We will make sure that you guys are good on this one before I officially grade it.